Yes, sir. A couple weeks off, man. Appreciate y'all. Everybody that's been sending DMs asking, hey, when y'all coming back? Appreciate y'all. It's like 2-3 times a year we gotta take a little break. But if you were listening, you knew everything that we had going on, APC weekend and everything. The Halloween fell that next week afterwards. So I had to take some time out for the family. Me and Quan are busy guys. So it's much needed. I know it's needed for myself.
Hey man, sanity is a beautiful thing. And make sure y'all understand that when y'all favorite artists or radio hosts or whatever be needing to take them little weeks or 2 weeks or a month off, like sometimes that shit is needed.
That should be facts, man. I be just seeing like Stephen A. like oh, I'm taking a couple weeks off. Like, nigga, all you do is sit there and talk. Like, what are you talking about? But no, like, I mean, I really feel like the music industry and entertainment in general is just fast paced. It's rush. Like, you not doing shit maybe that people really consider hard, but you always on a move. There's always something going on. You just moving. And so yeah, those mental breaks. Very much needed, bro. Very much, bro. After that damn event,
somebody gonna be cursed out.
I was done, bro. I was done. Yeah.
Hey man, I know one thing, that Level Up event definitely was lit. For our first year, I'm so proud of us. For any of the people that came out and rocked out with us, we thank you so much. So much.
Absolutely. I still see people posting content from performances and stuff. Saw somebody just did yesterday, earlier today. I'm like, man, that's just crazy. Everybody, I put the thing up for the next one in March. So many people. I'm gonna screenshot them all. I'm gonna post them. Like, oh, yo, I'm already signed up. It's on the site. It's on the website.
Yes.
I'm like, nah, hold up. But
that was a brainchild, man. I just was like, fuck it, you know. So y'all just be a little patient with us. You know, me and Jason definitely are putting the pieces together to make sure these events happen probably like every other month. Cause we don't want to oversaturate it, and we want to make sure it's special to us, because at the end of the day, we want to make this stage for you artists or anyone entrepreneur-wise. No matter if it's music, politics, investors, we want to be able to put everybody in one spot, you know, to the network. That's what it's all about. So just bear with us, and we gonna make that shit shake, man. We gonna make it shake. What's been going on other than that?
Can I say something?
Yes.
yeah,
I'm still.
I'm definitely gonna bring you
Your
one.
mic isn't even on. I already put y'all mics on.
Yeah, so we definitely got some special guests in the building today. You know, we always have some special guests for y'all. Like, the name of the show is Valuable Information. So we always try to give artists some information, but we're a space for entrepreneurs and creatives all across the board to come in and express everything that they go through. So definitely got a guy I've been locked in with damn near a year now. I was just looking back I always look back at my archive and my IG for all the goddamn events that we've been doing. My man KingSnookk, man. Immaculate photography, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you, my brother.
And you brought a special guest with him?
Yes.
I'm putting you on the spot.
Hi. I'm Gabrielle.
Yep, so we'll go through the show with them today. We always got a current event topics that we touch on, and then we'll also get some input and everything from our guests and do our little interview session.
I did want to say though, shout out to M37 period, because I know you did say, to bear with y'all, but for y'all to put that on a short notice and for it to be that successful, like, that's amazing. So it's a beautiful thing, man.
It is, man.
It was your damn camera that caught that shit.
Hey, I don't know, man. Whoever did that video, though, like that.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, those
videos
was
beautiful.
What they say on Coming to America? It was beautiful. That shit was.
It took me like, I redid that video so many damn times, man.
Oh, it was you?
Yeah, I ran
okay,
that.
So shout out to you. For real.
Nigga, but that footage was all that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely, man. I mean, from the moment we left that one on September 11th, we said we wanted to do another one, and for that shit to come together. My ass is always hard on myself for higher expectations, but every single person that came to me said, like, yo, it was a great event, So I definitely appreciate it, man.
Hell yeah, because I was on this motherfucker like white on rice. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Jason kept it real with me, man, because And then, like, yo, man, what it became and what we seen it can do for the future, it was, you know, cause we ain't motherfucking get our money, and niggas that ain't pay us, we remember you niggas. So when you want a promotion for a good price, bitch, you have to pay a little extra, cause you ain't pay the back end. But at the end of the day, yo, it was just a vibe, bro. Like we were excited and happy just to make that shit shake. Cause my feet hurt for a week. My shit, I ain't gonna lie, I swear I got arthritis on my toe. I thought I was tripping, but you know, cause I fucked my shit up like 2 times, but I think that it's just starting to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. After that night, oh nigga, I ain't gonna lie, you was about to carry me, bro. I didn't want to tell you that. Well, I'll tell you now because you was drunk. But hey, my fucking right big toe, bro, it was horrible, bro. But we're gonna go ahead and get some music, then we're gonna get back ahead with these guests we have in the building. You already know what it is. It's Vibe Information only on Holly Unique Radio. We'll download that app. So, hey.
Yeah, so you know we always do our current event topic of the week. This is really the last 2 weeks because we've been missing. So first of all, I want to say, I can't even begin to express the loss for the families that lost children at the Travis Scott show in Houston last night. It's really been when I see stuff like this now. Of course, you look at it from a human standpoint, but then like we just talked about us throwing events and stuff, and I'm looking at it from that perspective. Like if you're the Live Nation through the event, Travis Scott is just the name behind it.
Right.
So you looking at it, it's like, how do you prevent shit like this? Like, you got 50,000 people, all trying to get close and get closer to the stage, and if you at the front of that stage, at the front of that pile, like, it's just thousands of pounds compressing against you. Like, it's a crazy situation. I don't even know. I'm trying to think, like, engineering wise, like, how do you construct something that prevents that stuff? But I mean, you've seen like concerts in Europe that got damn hundreds of thousands of people, and it'd be fine. But they used to it. Like, I don't think that they've ever done something like this in Houston or whatever before. So it just might be a experience type thing. But there's going to be a lot to come from this. There's going to be a lot of people sued. They already starting to sue Travis Scott. Live Nation going to get sued, and they got the deeper pockets. So it's really going to be an ugly situation. When I did see Travis Scott said he's going to pay for the funeral of the 8 people. He plans to attend a couple other funerals, I guess, depending on where they're located or something like that.
I think they said that Roddy Ricch was putting in too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. I mean, it's really a real sad situation. And then I see people like criticizing his apology. It's like, yo, you cannot do anything right for these people these days.
Yeah.
Like, oh, his apology was fake. I'm not gonna listen to his music anymore. Like, what do you expect him to do? Sit there and like cry like something? And, like, he wasn't reading off a piece of paper. Like, he just was sitting there like being genuine to me. But I don't know, man. This new day and age of internet trolls and all types of stuff, it's crazy.
They definitely wanted too much. Even with that guy that was saying, oh, I think it was satanic. I ain't even gonna stunt, bro. That's the first thing everybody just go to immediately, bro. Like of these. Listen, we don't know what kind of drugs anyone was off. You know, we will find out once, you know, the coroners do their thing. You know, people talking about somebody was running around sticking people with syringes. Yeah. We gotta listen. We have to keep in mind that people go to raves and stuff like this off of shrooms, off of Molly. That don't matter. Acid and shrooms. You know, so it might have been a lot of dehydrated people out there. Just keeping it real. So we gotta make sure, man. Like, it's a lot, and I'm sorry for the families that did. You know, I'm sorry for everybody. There was a lot going on there. You know, I don't even think Travis understood the magnitude of the fans he has like that. You know?
I mean, you see, like, they was criticizing him, like, oh, he's still on stage singing. Like, you don't know what the fuck is going on. You just see people lifting other people. You don't know what the hell's going on.
But they did show them people walking up on that barrier, the sound people.
But the sound dude, he got headphones
he
on.
listen, though. He thinks some wild
like
fans.
he don't know. Like the last thing you gonna think is that it's people fucking dying out here. Like it's like he probably every show gets some crazy ass kids jumping up there trying to do some shit. But
It's easy to try to it's easy to try to sue Travis, but you said it in a nutshell. Travis Scott ain't about to get sued for this. This is a Live Nation show. So you got to think of how many lawyers or litigations. So no one better have no other drugs in their system because it's going to be hard to try to even, So I'm just hoping everybody okay in that, And then other news we have Kanye West. I didn't see that Kanye West
interview that went across the world. Did what? I think 1.something million in a day. Man, Nori, he done pulled it off.
The price went up, Nori. Hey man, Nori is my guy, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I love everything about Nori, bro. It's certain dudes in the music industry that I just fuck with genuinely. Yeah. Nori is one of them. You know what I'm saying? Nori is that nigga you want to see win all the time. I don't give a fuck. It's just like let's say Atlanta had Pastor Troy or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he was one of them up top dudes that if you from up north, you understood.
In that era,
Nori.
yeah.
In that
he was always a likable guy. Got along with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't really. Besides that little beef he had with Nas for that little period. Yeah, he got along with everybody.
That was a major interview for him. Major. And he finally let the person talk. Like he let Ye talk. You normally don't let people talk. But my nigga be wavy.
Yeah. I thought all of it was good. Even the take on Just Blaze, all of that. Like I understand people like Hov said he disagree, but I understand where Ye was coming from.
Yeah,
like
sample and shit.
Yeah,
That's a
like
fact.
he said he's Just Blaze really got on for taking Kanye's style and running with it. Like
But Kanye wasn't big then. He was the nigga in the back.
Yeah.
But it's a fact. Yep. But it's not a but. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why Kanye's still going and why Just Blaze stopped where he was at. Yeah. Just Blaze has some hits though.
No, and I do give, because I was thinking, what's that whole thing? We gotta play that Can't Touch the Untouchable. Mm-hmm. Like, Just killed that beat. And that was all instruments. I don't think that was no sample at all. So it's not that he's not, Kanye never said he's not talented. I never said nothing like that. But he just said he's not an originator.
What's the name of that song? Is it called The Current Call? But what more can I say? Who made that fucking shit? Was that Just Blaze or Kanye? Was that not Just Blaze?
That might have been Just Blaze.
I don't know. I'm about to look it up.
Kanye style.
I ain't gonna lie, but that might have been a Just Blaze situation, man. Hey, man, we want y'all to chime in. I got y'all mics on me.
I don't know what song you talk about.
It's on the Black album. Is it the Black album?
Yeah,
it's
that
Jay-Z.
is the Black
It's the Black album.
That probably was Justin.
Because he's saying that we about to find him right now.
Yeah.
But go ahead and tell the people, Gabriella, you do music, right?
I do.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm doing good.
I was gonna forget. I've been drinking and smoking. I ain't forget your name.
No.
How you doing? What brings you here today?
Well, I actually came with KingSnookk. And I don't know, I'm just...
Best photographer.
I like to connect with people. I like to connect with people, meet new people, artists, creatives, everything. So I just
She's a singer.
Yeah, I'm a singer.
Okay.
I'm an artist. Yeah, I write music too. So.
Say your IG name.
My IG name is MaQueen Amour. MaQueenLeAmour.
We definitely want to ask y'all that about 3, 4, or 5 times.
Where's the origin of your name?
Oh, I'm Cameroonian.
Cameroonian.
Yeah. West African.
Cameroon. So I be learning I just know how to say how I'm Nigerian. Keep it a G. Like I know Igbo and Yoruba. Like, I can say how I know those 2 languages. I be trying to learn. I be eating fufu and shit, bro.
Oh, you eat fufu? Okay. Okay, not your hip. Okay.
So cool. So when we always have like artists, entrepreneurs on, we always kind of ask for both of y'all kind of, what was the start of y'all journey? What kind of, it's a lot of people that do stuff half-ass and part-time, but what made y'all say like, look, this is what I want to do? Like everybody kind of has maybe stuff that pays the bills and everything, but when you kind of embark on like, this is my dream, this is what I want to do, kind of what gave y'all that spark?
Alright, I'm gonna go first. So, I mean, pretty much, man, like, I had my kids, I was just trying to make some memories of them, you know, for them to keep. Went to Walmart, got me one of those $100 cameras, and, you know, we was doing home videos, we was doing just family portraits, and son just kept telling me, like, just go outside with it, you know, and do more with it, you know, just try to get as much as you can out of this money. So I started doing street photography, and that was cool. People kept asking me to, you know, yo, take my picture, and I was like, nah, cause I ain't feel like working with nobody.
Yeah.
So, but you know, eventually I just say, yeah, you know, let me try it out, cause I just want to, you know, try to get as much as I can out of this camera, and I loved it. And I just took off with it, man. So,
Do you feel like it kind of like unlocked a different part of you?
yeah, it did. I mean, it did. You know, it just unlocked like another level of creativity for me. I love being creative. You know, whatever I could imagine, I like to create. So that's what it is.
That's dope, bro. I ain't gonna lie, cause even the edits we got back, I envy you niggas. Cause I got ADD, I ain't got patience for that shit. Like, but I'm not gonna say what I don't have patience for, cause I really want to do something, I'm gonna do it. Believe that. But it's just I love how, you know, creators like yourself can see the vision and see how y'all can paint that picture and put it in place for people where they can't see it. You know, that shit is dope. That's like
I appreciate
that's
it.
with me being a Sagittarius and having ADD. I see all that shit, bro. So it's really super dope, bro. And I always. Every picture you always take, even the ones that I have as my, you know, my profile picture on almost everything. I think editing is good, bro. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all want to talk to him, hit me and Jason up, nigga. Fuck that. We taxing. I'm playing.
11/27, we got a photo shoot coming up, and we about to plan out our whole 2022. But definitely 11/27 if you're in the Atlanta area. Definitely look me up on IG M37_JSE and Snookk, your IG.
KINGSNOOKK.
Yeah, so definitely if you're looking for a slot to get on for that photo shoot, you definitely want to be a part of it. Man, it's like one thing I always see, and shout out to my man Don too, bro. In the last year, like Yachty said, with that picture being his profile picture, yo, it's so many artists I see that we done changed either their profile pictures. I see people that email me now, and they got the pictures on their Gmail.
Hey,
like,
that's
yo,
love,
man, it's so many crazy. It's so crazy the amount of artists, just all around people that you done created content for in the last year. Not even speaking about the big names and all that, but just normal people, man, that you done changed the whole way people perceive them.
Yeah.
Just because now it looks like they got some top-notch photography.
And that's the main thing that I ain't gonna lie, that's the vision that when me and Jason linked up, like, what was it, like 2 years? I've been knowing you for 2 years now. That's my nigga.
2019.
You know what I'm saying?
It was July 2019 when I came to you with KD.
That's like 3.5. Is it? Almost. Could be close.
Yeah.
But like, to be honest, man, that was the vision from there, bro. Like, and so every link that we putting together is just, you know, to grow a bigger brand and, you know, put everyone in the right place, because we can't do this shit together. I don't care what nobody thinks. There's nobody running one team. Like, even if you're seeing this, you might see whole face all the time, but it's definitely
whole group of people behind
a lot of people behind him making a lot of moves that make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what we're trying to do, man. And that's the most important part about building a community. And I think of the whole, you know, COVID thing, and to everybody being in the house. If we didn't get a grasp as a people that we need to work together and stop working against each other, because that shit ain't gonna go. We're not winning from that. As you see, you know, us being together is we can move in units, yo. Like, we control the market, we control a lot of things, the music, the image, the everything. But if we understand, once we start understanding that shit, we gonna be good. And that's what me and Jason want to build with everything that we're doing. You know, so
It's beautiful, man.
that comes from viable information, that comes from level up, That come from everything, you know.
Everything.
So we ain't gonna talk y'all head up. We're gonna get some more music. It's because we're talking about Kanye. I'm gonna play a Kanye joint off the new album, man. Let's go, man. Shout out to my homie Digital Nas for the song. Hey, Bible information. I be with all the murderers. Hey, that fucking shit fire, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. That's the hook, bro. That's the hook, bro. These niggas, hey, I like that. Who was on the hook? Dirt?
I don't know who the
I think that was Dirt. It definitely was Dirt.
That's another topic. I mean, kind of going along with the Summer Walker thing. We was talking about Meek talking about how he hasn't been paid for music from the label.
Meek ain't been paid for music neither.
That's what he said. But to me, it's a Rock Nation.
But how
thing,
many
man.
advances did Meek take?
That's another good question.
We gotta-
Nobody's thinking about. That's why I said the same thing. I'm like, shit. All these private jets he take, all these damn cars, like all that shit add up. And I think the label front a lot of that shit that nobody think about. So I mean, it all goes into it, and it ain't like they like half-ass his drops and his releases. Like
they spent money on the releases.
Yeah. You know?
But he got listen, Linda, listen. It common sense is not that common. That's all I always say. And even when it comes to business, man, you gotta understand something, bro. Like everyone talks about their masters, but how important are your masters?
Mm-hmm.
How important are your masters when you blow all the money you blow, and then you gotta come back around and sell your masters back to the label all over again? We look at so many big artists that done that. Over who was the latest that just did that, Jason? Didn't somebody just sell all their masters to the label?
I know Tina Turner just did it.
Tina Turner.
Yeah.
Tina Turner just
But
did
you know what?
But how much was it? Like
But
20?
I think it was like 20 million. Something like that.
20 million.
But listen, the craziest thing to me was when they showed the list of all the artists that did it. It was like Tina Turner, Shaka Khan, there
Bro,
was
business,
Madonna.
man.
It was like all these, like, to me, like I call them legacy artists in my head. Like,
They are.
but then it was like Lil Wayne.
But he sold his masters?
Yeah,
Because he's a legacy artist. Like those masters
bro,
he sell. He got
He's
lollipops.
too
He got,
young to be on that list.
no,
bro.
he got a lot. Yeah, he definitely is.
Fucking
But can you blame Birdman or can you blame your living expense?
Oh yeah, no,
You get what I'm saying? This is what all becomes like.
It's
Birdman
enough
can
blame
pay
to go
for his
around.
living expense, but if that's your son, why is he on? So that's that's a whole different conversation. That's a conversation of like, it'd be like that. That's the fucked up part. But it's just
Yeah.
business, man, and that's why this show is called Valuable Information, because we want to have these real conversations, and people need to understand that. That's what we coming into, and people gotta listen, man. It's called the music business. It's the entertainment business. Like even if it's news, it's still business, regardless of the bottom line, bro. Everybody has bills to pay. Some people got kids. We're grown, or even if we all want a career in it, so. You're not gonna catch a couple people that's gonna want it for free for that many years or want to look out for you. You probably got like a 2 or 3 span before that shit run out, and then you got agrees upon. That's his business. So
I mean, that's the fact. I mean,
it's a fucking fact.
it's a lot of money that goes into this, and a lot of artists don't really think about that side of it. They just think that, hey, I should be getting X amount or da 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 da.
But when I read those situations, I hate that the business in me, like the music shit, be like, all right, well, you should have read it. Like the Summer Walker shit we was talking about. It is a crazy thing, you know, but she can go back and get possibly money because I'm pretty sure she recouped. I mean, what's her masters to her? What she's going to do with her masters? What she going to, I mean, I'm just saying, like, Summer Walker's better at a major anyway. So because of that situation, she can re-leverage it and go back and probably fix the contract.
But the thing is, in her contract, like so, and a lot of contracts is like escalator clauses. So you hit gold, you get X amount. You hit platinum, you get X amount. She don't have nothing. It's a base deal.
She don't have any.
Regardless.
See, that's but see, I didn't know that.
It's real ugly for her. Like
It can be, Jason, but it might not be that ugly. It depends because now it's public news.
Yeah. I mean, and so it's gonna be
So
public
now,
pressure on the label.
You know,
and all that. Yeah.
You know, LVRN or the label,
Mhm.
they're gonna want to fix that because they want to look back. But I feel it could have been. You know, unfortunately, they probably didn't think she was gonna do what she did.
Oh no, I mean,
Obviously, that's why they put that deal in front of her, and she took it.
rarely when people be like, oh, yo, it's a 70-30 deal or whatever like that, the label getting 70%.
And she still was getting 15. What's she getting? 15, 16 cents an album.
She gets 16 cents an album. To me, that's crazy.
It is crazy, but people still not even getting that from them.
No, it is still
That's
people
the
that not
crazy
getting
part.
that. But they got like a better advance or
Yeah, they got
shorter
a
term deal or something like that. But like me, I mean, having invested into this shit as an artist, I understand why the label is getting 80, 90%. So I never have an issue with that. They're taking the risk. They're the ones that are putting up $200,000 and may not recoup
That's a fact.
from their expenses, and they do it with 10 artists, 10 out of 20 artists they don't recoup from, so they got to get their money from the 10 artists that.
Well, she been in that shit for like 2 years. She definitely, but see, that's who her her manager is too.
No, the management definitely.
Cause somebody should
I don't
have
know.
came back
Yeah.
after 2 years, cause she definitely recouped from her first everything.
That's the one thing that they left out of the story, whether she had management or not when she initially signed, whatever. Which valuable information.
They
Have good
probably
management.
interviewed her.
Trying to
They
say.
probably was her management team. That's how it be.
That'd be that.
That'd be.
Who the fuck?
That'd be.
Yeah, that's really what it be. Yeah, but it's a bad situation. But she'll work that out. It's public news now, so like you said, it's going to be pressure on the label to get that figured out, or just to at least present her having a better situation for the next artist that they want to sign. Because the next artist that they go to, I'm like, nah, I don't want to go to y'all. I'm like, y'all jerk artists.
But they're gonna feel that about everybody because honestly, this is what's been going on in the music industry, you know, and that's why, like Jason said, we call this show Viable Information. The music industry has been bamboozled for the last probably like 4 or 5 years by
Since
bots
streaming.
and all that streaming shit. So they've been getting a lot of fake shit coming to them, and they've been getting paid out, and then they gotta pay it back because it hasn't been real with the payouts. So because of that, you know, it's more of a labels are they'll do it, but they be kind of scared. I feel, but honestly, with an artist like Summer, I feel she definitely could have got a better situation because of her potential. But I don't know that situation. You know, I feel they'll fix it. But just future reference or any artist that's listening, we gotta build organic fan base right now. We gotta get back to the grassroots because the streams is just half of the shit now. If you can't sell any of these tickets or anything like that, it's starting to affect the labels because they don't have the shows for you. You know, like Cody, what's that girl name? Cola Ray.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she was getting booed in the beginning, but now, you know, I feel like she's getting more music pushed out. The labels believe in her more. Yeah. Like we want to see her fail, but yo, like that TikTok shit, that it can only go so far, bro, until it reach organic people.
Yeah, I mean, and it's low risk to them for the TikTok shit. If they just make their money back off that, don't really give her a huge marketing budget, and that's just the base of it. It's an easy recoup. But yeah, when she jumping on stage and don't nobody know the song, it's a problem.
If they give you 300,000 and them streamers don't add up to that, if you get only like 4 or 5 million, they looking like, what the fuck happened, bro?
So it's all yeah. So since we have an artist in the building, we talk to artists a lot and about like what's their goal. So do they want to do the independent route? Are we looking to kind of get the attention of a major label, or just kind of see how it flows?
Honestly, I'm looking for more of like an independent, but I'm not like set, you know? I'm definitely open. So it's like I'm just kind of going where it takes me. You know, I know that I have a goal and I'm just do my best till I get there, but I'm not gonna turn down anything that comes to me that's a blessing, you know?
Mm-hmm. Like I always look at it, like I hear a lot of artists say like, yeah, I want a deal. Like, hold up, you want the right deal. Like you just don't want any deal that they're gonna give you or anything like that. I had an artist we were talking about this before with the Capitol Records situation, and it really brought it to mind when we with the Summer Walker thing, because he had a single deal. They wanted his 2 singles that he had. Then he had to give him 3 more singles, but they didn't put a date clause in the contract. So it was 3 singles that they had to choose from. So he could have made records for the next 5 years, and they could have just kept saying no, no, no to the singles, and you'd have been stuck there.
Right.
And that's the bad situation. Like, you always wanted to have like an expiration date or somehow to get you out of that contract, because otherwise the label isn't enticed to move. They just keep you stuck there, and that's it. You just be sitting there.
Shit is
Low. Yeah, but the fact that it's low, that shit, I didn't hit anything.
Okay.
say something real quick.
What's up?
Yeah, so as I've started talking about before, and started the path, Snookk was saying how he started and kind of what gave him the inspiration to kind of start on his path. What kind of gave you that same inspiration?
So for me, music was like a way of communication for me. Like when I was younger, a lot of the times when I didn't know what to say, I would literally just sit and start to write or sing. It was always my way of communication. So it hit my heart, and I knew like, okay, this is something that like when I would write, I would feel. You know, when I'm writing, I'm feeling it. So I knew that it held like a very special place in my heart, and I also knew that I wanted to reach other people too. So when I actually started to write music, and I used to send it out to like my friends and stuff, they'd be like, oh my gosh, like this is really, you know, this is exactly what I needed right now. And I'm like, oh snap. So it's not just for me, you know, it's something I could use for other people too. And so I don't know, it's just something that's so beautiful to me, like a way of expressing myself. So I'm always just, that's literally the reason, you know.
Cool.
So what artists did you listen to growing up?
Jasmine Sullivan and Jennifer Hudson were my main inspirations. I listen to them all the time.
Jasmine Sullivan.
Shout out to Jasmine. She was
Yeah.
my high school
Super
crush.
dope.
Growing up in Philly.
Yeah, you definitely was
Man.
from Philly.
Yo,
Jasmine,
bro, I love Jasmine Sullivan.
she
I
can
fuck
sing
with
her ass off, bro. She's
Yes,
so like,
man.
yeah,
I love
I ain't
Jasmine
gonna lie.
Sullivan.
She can definitely sing like a motherfucker. Like,
Yeah, for sure. She's crazy.
I'm happy that she got her flowers now.
Yeah.
She deserved it a long time ago. But
She was, it's just been a constant grind. But yeah, definitely. Shout out to Jasmine Sullivan. One day I'll meet you.
hey man, just bless my nigga, please. One day. Lord Jesus.
But so what's the so for you, Snookk, what's the kind of hardest part about your kind of day to day and going on and doing what you do?
Man, it's my schedule. That's what it is. 'Cause everybody knows I'm just be going with the flow and whatnot. Like, you know, if you got something going on, you gotta hit me up that day. Like, just let me know, okay? If not, like, I'm gonna forget about it.
Hey, one thing I saw you post the other day, I want to ask you about.
I think I know what you talk about. So
You were saying that, like, not that you didn't want to work with somebody, but I forget how you worded it, but you wasn't feeling the vibe
yeah.
from the situation.
It was an artist, man. It was an artist who, you know, as soon as he came in, you know, came into the venue. It wasn't our venue, but he came to the venue, and I don't know if he thought that I was a paparazzi or something, but the way how he acted towards me, I was offended. So, you know, that shit, to me, that shit just really just pissed me off, cause it's just like, you know, I'm just out here, you know, I'm out here just doing my work, you know what I mean? Like, as soon as you came in, people know, you know, people already told you like who I was and what I'm here for, so for you to act that way towards me, I wasn't feeling it. And then he asked me, you know, oh, you know, let me get a picture, and I was like, nah, I'm good on that. But then, word came around that he, you know, was saying some stuff that, you know, that he felt like that I was just too good or feeling myself too much or whatever, and I was like, nah, I got.
Nah, he set that tone.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So, shout out to him. I mean, he made great music, but I ain't taking your pictures. I ain't feeling you.
That Hollywood shit, man. That Hollywood shit, just to me, that's the difference between artists that have longevity and artists that don't. And even this another artist that I know that you work with, that I've told people that work with him, I'm like, if he was just a more sociable person, that just more of a people person, and just drop the attitude and the ego, he will be. It would be a lot more easier for him to work and for him to get back to where he was. But you just want to be a fucking dick all the time and act like you just. I'm like,
it's crazy because I used to listen to his music when I was a kid. So,
yeah, like me growing up, like bro was an icon.
Yeah.
Like really, and it's just crazy. I mean, it's unnecessary.
Yeah.
I just say that like it's everybody is a person.
Yeah.
That's
right.
I mean, that's just point blank period. I never understood that.